What's up guys, Levi here and welcome back to Forza Horizon 6. So in the last video I got the yellow wristband. Now I'm just trying to chase down the green wristband. So we've got a little bit of off-road racing here, which I'm doing in a more rally style car, so yeah, hopefully won't be too bad here. So somebody that I know that's a bit savvy with gaming, he was telling me about Forza Horizon 6 and he was saying to me about how there's this driver called Bowie Knife, and basically this driver tower has become pretty notorious and popular for being a little bit of a dirty racer, very aggressive on the road, and yeah, I have to admit I have had some problems with that particular driver tire sort of crashing into me and sort of trying to run me off the road. At this point it's only really happened off camera, but for a lot of races I tend to sort of get in front of them quickly before they tend to do that. So I haven't really been able to do any videos or like much recording in the last couple of days because I recently had a procedure done on one of my eyes. It's fine. I just had to get some stitches removed from them. And after the procedure, I was quite struggling with it. It was very blurry vision coming out of that eye, and it was very sensitive to light. I could watch like a YouTube video, something kind of easy, but I felt like playing a video game and just like really concentrating on the screen wouldn't have been good for it. But it's settled down now. I'll probably talk about the whole eye surgery process in a different video, but that's kind of why I haven't really done much uploads in the last couple of days. You know, I'm trying to be as consistent as possible in getting uploads up. Like, there'll be a few days where there'll be uploads once a day, but then there'll be like little gaps because, you know, on top of doing this, I'm doing like a job as well, so it's just trying to juggle all those things about. So as this game's progressed, it's definitely taking longer each time to get into the next wristband events. Yellow and green was so quick to do, but then going on from that, you can definitely tell that you've got like a lot more to do. It got to the point where I had to start doing all the speed traps and everything just to try and earn some more horizon points to get into the next wristband events. I've had to try some, drift zones as well, which again, I'm not the best drifter on this game. I've tried looking up YouTube videos and whatnot on how to do it, so hopefully I'll be able to figure that out soon. So this is the second time I'm having to record this video. So the first time I recorded this, I did commentary over it, and I had it saved so that I could edit it together and post it later on. And when it actually came to me editing it, like a day or two later, I realised that I hadn't switched the game volume down on OBS. All you could hear was just the game and like a very faint commentary over it. My voice over it was just like so quiet, which it was frustrating. But that's the thing with starting out YouTube and doing all these things for the first time, is you're going to make mistakes like that. See, green wristband was just so easy to get. It took what, like 2 races? But then going forward, it definitely does get more difficult. Well, I wouldn't say difficult, it's just you've got to do like a lot more. You got to do your standard races and then, your speed zones, speed traps, drift zones, whatnot, in order to just gain some extra horizon points. There was a period where I was trying to get to the next wristband and it just kept suggesting the same race which I'd already done. My dumbass forgetting that on Horizon that you can switch from a championship just to the single race. Once I'd got a couple of those out of the way, it made things a little bit easier. Right, so green wristband event. So this was another one that wasn't too bad. So in an early video I said that the Horizon events did tend to be quite easy. There are some where, you know, your car's a little bit difficult to control. This was one of the more easier ones. There was one that's coming up later on where you go up against a couple of planes whilst a rocket ship takes off. There are some corners on that track that are just so difficult to navigate around, but I still managed to get 3 stars on that event, so it's not too bad. But you can definitely tell that, you know, as these Horizon events, you know, come along, they get a bit more difficult. So I was checking out the sale on Xbox last night, and I'd seen that they had Resident Evil 4 for quite a bargain, to be honest with you. I was always going to get the game anyway, but, you know, since it was like, you know, that inexpensive, I thought I'll just get it now whilst it's on offer. But whilst I was looking through the sales, I'd realised, so when I was younger and I had a GameCube, I have a lot of nostalgia for a game called Harry Potter and the Quidditch World Cup. And when Hogwarts Legacy came out, a lot of people were disappointed that there was no Quidditch in it. And the rumour was then that they were going to do like a remaster of the Quidditch World Cup, or they were just going to do like their own Quidditch game. I had no idea that it had already been done as far as last night, but I looked into it and apparently it's not that great, which is a little bit disappointing because, like I said, I got a lot of nostalgia for this game. And there we go. That is the green wristband attained. And on to the next one. So I think for the next couple of videos, it's just going to be me literally just trying to chase down this next wristband event. I'm going to try and keep them as like condensed as possible. So, you know, I'm not doing like 2 videos before the next wristband and then 3 videos before the wristband after. You know, I'm going to try and keep it as like condensed down as possible. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there, and then hopefully there'll be another Forza Horizon video coming soon. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.